Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the exercises that this is the revision of exercises of chapter 3 synthetic fibers and plastics. Explain why some fibers are called synthetic. So you have to say why the synthetic fibers are given the name as synthetic. So we all know the reason because it is man-made. Some fibers are called as synthetic fibers because these are man-made fibers prepared by using chemicals. These are made of small units that join together to form long chains. Some of the examples of synthetic fibers are nylon, rayon, acrylic, polyester, etc. Second question, you have to mark the correct answer. That is MCQ. Rayon is different from synthetic fibers because first option, it has a silk-like appearance. Second, it is obtained from wood pulp. Its fibers can also be woven like those of natural fibers. So which of the option is correct one? Why it is different from synthetic fibers? Yes, correct option is B because it is obtained from wood pulp. Next you have some fill the blanks. Synthetic fibers are also called dash or dash fibers. You'll know the answer. Synthetic fibers are also called artificial or man-made fibers. Second, synthetic fibers are synthesized from raw material called petrochemicals. Yes, synthetic fibers are prepared from petrochemicals. All this rayon, nylon, all the synthetic fibers. Like synthetic fibers, plastic is also a polymer. Plastic that we use, that is also a polymer. Now next question, give examples which indicate that nylon fibers are very strong. So you have to say whether the nylon fibers are strong or not. So following are the examples that indicate nylon fibers are very strong. Now when we say that nylon fibers are strong, it is used in such purposes like parachutes and ropes for rock climbing are made of nylon. Nylon is used in making seat belts, fishing nets and tire cords. So these are the things where it shows that nylon is a strong fiber, and that's why we are using in making these things. Next question. Explain why plastic containers are favored for storing food. Now, we store many things in plastic containers. Why do we use that? Because it is non-reactive and it does not react with the ingredients of the food items. Then, explain the difference between the thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. You all know there are two types of plastics, thermoplastic and thermosetting plastics. So, the first difference for thermosetting plastic, it cannot be bent. It will break if we attempt to bend thermosetting plastic. Whereas in thermoplastic, it can be bent easily. Second point under thermosetting plastic, on heating thermosetting plastics, it cannot be softened. This is the reason it cannot be reshaped once it is molded. But in thermoplastic, on heating the thermoplastics, it becomes softened and can be molded and reshaped easily. Then you can again write a few more differences if you want. Like examples for thermosetting, you can write as bakelite and melamine. Thermoplastic, you can write PVC or polystyrene. So these are the differences between thermosetting plastics and thermoplastics. Then explain why the following are made of thermosetting plastics. We have to say that why saucepan handles, electric plugs or switches or plug boards are made of thermosetting plastics. First of all, we will see for saucepan handles. Thermosetting plastics are used to make saucepan handles because they are bad conductors of heat, and also on heating these plastics do not get softened. So this is the reason why we use the saucepan handle as the black colored thing that we hold, that is made up of thermosetting plastics, because it do not get softened on heat. Bakelite is a kind of thermosetting plastic which is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Because of this property, it is used for making electric plugs, switches, plug boards, etc. So we use bakelite, a thermosetting plastic, in making these electric plugs or switches or plug boards because it is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Now here there are a few names given. You have to categorize these materials into can be recycled and cannot be recycled uh, thing. Okay, we have to categorize these things, the names that they have given, into can be recycled and cannot be recycled. So first of all is telephone instruments. So that cannot be recycled. Plastic toys, it can be recycled. Cooker handles cannot be recycled. Carry bags can be recycled. Ballpoint pens can be recycled. Plastic bowls can be recycled. Sorry, cannot be recycled. Plastic covering on electrical wires can be recycled. Electrical switches cannot be recycled. So these are the can be recycled: plastic chairs, plastic bowls, plastic toys, the plastic covering on electrical wires, carry bags, ballpoint pens. These can be recycled, and cooker handles, electrical switches, and telephone instruments cannot be recycled. So in this manner, you have to write this answer. Now next question is, Rana wants to buy shirts for summer. Should he buy cotton shirts or shirts made from synthetic material? Advise Rana, giving your reason. So he wants to buy shirt. Now we have to give him the advice whether he should buy cotton shirt for summer season or synthetic material. So our advice should be that he should buy cotton shirts for summer because cotton absorbs the sweat and it gives moisture to the body. Synthetic material, he will feel more hot because it traps the heat inside, and so he will feel more hot in the summer season. Rana should buy a cotton shirt for the summer and not a synthetic shirt. Cotton is a good absorber of water, so it can soak the sweat coming out of the body and expose it to the environment. Thus, it helps in evaporating the sweat and helps in cooling our body. Next question. Give examples to show that plastics are non-corrosive in nature. Plastics are non-corrosive in nature. They do not react even if they come in contact with strong chemicals. For example, the cleaning chemicals that we use at home are stored in plastic bottles instead of metal containers. You have seen your acid and all the things, cleaning agents that we use. It is stored in plastic bottles because it does not react with the chemicals. Should the handle and bristles of a toothbrush be made of the same material? Explain your answer. So here the answer should be the handle and bristle of a toothbrush should not be made of the same material, as the handle of the toothbrush should be hard and strong while the bristle should be soft and flexible. So you should not make the both the things of same material. And we all know bristles of toothbrush are made from nylon. Avoid plastics as far as possible. Comment on this advice. We should avoid plastics as far as possible because plastics are non-biodegradable in nature. Once introduced into the environment, they cause pollution. If burnt, they release poisonous gases, and the plastic bags thrown in the garbage dump are swallowed by animals, choke their respiratory system, and causes fatalities in animals. So anyhow, you dump the plastic, it is going to harm. So we have to avoid plastics as far as possible. So we should also recommend that we should use paper bags and all, jute bags and all, instead of plastics. Now this is the match the following that they have given. We have to match the correct option. Here first A, it is polyester, and if you see B option, there is for matching for polyester, it will be fabrics that do not wrinkle easily. Teflon. Teflon You might have seen the non-stick cookwares where the black coating comes, that is Teflon. So it is used to make non-stick cookwares. Rayon, it is prepared by using wood pulp. Nylon, that is used for making parachutes and stockings. So these are the correct answers. So for polyester, I have written the correct option, this thing. Okay, so these are the correct answers for match the following. Manufacturing synthetic fibers is actually helping conservation of forests. Comment. Yes, it is helping conservation of forests because it is actually synthetic fibers are made from chemicals. So we don't need any plant materials or animal materials to make them. So in a way, it is conservation of forest only. The manufacture of synthetic fibers is helpful in the conservation of forests because if we use natural fibers, the raw materials for them have to be derived from the plants which require cutting off lots of trees. This proves to be helpful in the this synthetic fiber proves to be helpful in the conservation of forests. Describe an activity to show that thermoplastic is a poor conductor of electricity. So we are showing you here an experiment. In order to show that thermoplastic is a poor conductor of electricity, we will design a circuit. For that, we need a bulb, some wire, a battery, a piece of metal, and a plastic pipe. After setting the experiment switch on the current, you will observe that the bulb glows in the former case. In the later case, the bulb does not glow. Hence, a plastic pipe, which is a thermoplastic, is shown to be a poor conductor of electricity. So here we are keeping two things wherein in a circuit we use a piece of metal to join the circuit, and to complete the circuit in another one we use a plastic pipe, and a bulb is fixed. So we can see which one glows. The metal where we have used the metal, there the bulb is glowing because it is a good conductor of electricity, and where we have used a plastic thermoplastic, that is plastic pipe, it is not glowing, the bulb is not glowing. That means it is a bad conductor of electricity. So this proves that thermoplastic is a poor conductor of electricity. So this is the exercise of chapter 3, synthetic fibers and plastics. So just revise and go through it. Thank you, students.